2, we talked about a few core skills that actually keep your business healthy. Now, in this final section and in this final part, we are going to start looking ahead because the truth is, this industry is going to change. It changes fast, and there are going to be some big changes coming. And if you are going to have a career and a business that lasts, now in this final section and in this final part, we are going to start looking ahead because the truth is, this industry is going to change. It changes fast, and there are going to be some big changes coming. And if you are going to have a career and a business that lasts, you have got to start thinking in the future today. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. The way I run businesses, I'm actually always 5 years ahead. I keep looking, what is today. 5 years ago, I thought about what today was. I look at the 3-year, the 5-year, the 10-year plan. You have to look ahead because if you're not looking ahead, you don't have anything to work towards. You're just working one day at a time. There are ways to set goals and to have business goals and a business plan in place that says, this is where I want to be in X amount of time. This is really going to help you start thinking about where you want to be and what that looks like to you, because it looks different to that's going to look different to everyone. The need for continuous education. Let's talk about education. Quick certifications. They're not going to stand up. Weekend workshops, any trade show seminars, anything that comes from organization that's just an organization and they're giving out certificates of attendance. Those are items, those are pieces of paper that are not going to carry and sustain you in the long run. Seminar is meant to be a seminar. This micro mini 3-part series is just that. This is not a certificate series. It does not get to the meat and potatoes of what you need to learn and know and how to get ahead. While those education avenues are fantastic, because any education is better than no education. Again, a certification that's coming from our organizations, unless it is dated and has an expiration date, unless you are maintaining that membership year by year by year, and you are reapplying for that certification every year, that is not going to hold up should and when licensing comes. This is the biggest reason why you want to think now and long term, because it's not a matter of when licensing, it's not a matter of if licensing happens, it's a matter of when. And we need to be prepared, and we need to prepare our businesses for it. Real professionals commit to continuous education. And continuous education is something that comes from a school, not an organization, not professional development, not weekend trade shows, not weekend classes, not anything like that. Continuous education, continuing education comes from a school. Everything else is professional development. Great, but it's not formal. Okay, enough about that. The reason I say that and stress that is because standards are going to rise. Standards are going to have to rise. Clients will expect more. Regulations will come, and the ones who are prepared are going to be the ones who thrive while everyone else is scrambling to catch up. Might as well do it now and not have to do it when everybody else is doing it, right? Got to think 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. Where do you want to be? Investing in your education today is protecting you tomorrow. And it's protecting your business. It's protecting your career. It's protecting your employees. It's protecting everything. Okay, no more rants. I'm done. Another piece of future proofing is changing how we see each other. Yes, changing how we see each other. For too long, groomers have been trained to compete, to guard their knowledge, to undercut prices, to burn each other out. This is happening every day, all day long on social media. This is not what we think the modern grooming movement needs to be. It needs to change. That has to stop. We cannot grow unless we are lifting each other up and sharing and utilizing resources that we all have, by learning together, by building standards of professionalism together. This is going to rise the entire industry. Yay, that's what we want. Industry standards. We want to see this industry come up. We want to be recognized as a trade. We want to be recognized as a skill. We want to be recognized. And that comes with being modern, professional, and doing everything we've been talking about here. Okay, and now, lastly, third, how do you build the sustainability? And this is where your business becomes the life source, right? If your business only works when you're grinding nonstop behind the table, it is not sustainable. You can't pour from an empty coffee cup. It's not going to happen, right? How do we do this? Future proofing means having systems that don't rely on you for every little tiny detail. Pricing for profit, not just to survive and not being Sally down the street. That is 2. So we've got having systems that don't rely on you for every little detail. And number 2, pricing for profit, not just survival. Okay, and another one you can do is creating a business that gives you freedom, not just endless work. Because at the end of the day, you didn't open your salon to burn out. You opened it because you wanted to create a new life. You wanted to create something that you were proud of. Maybe you worked for somebody who didn't run their business like a business and ran it like a hobby and said, I can do that better, right? I can do that better. This is why you are doing this. You don't want to be burnt out. You're running a business to run a business, and you want to be able to step away and enjoy your life as well. All right. And lastly, maybe now you're realizing you have been running on survival mode for way too long. You're tired of scraping by. You're tired of doing it all alone. You deserve respect. You deserve support. And you deserve a business that lasts. And here is where community matters. You do not have to figure this all out by yourself. Inside the Groomers Boardroom, we have these conversations that are going deeper and deeper every day, taking these ideas and turning them into real strategies. We are working together side by side with other owners who get it, other owners who are in the same place, and they are sharing ideas and they are working together to build a stronger community. And that's what we all need. We need to be helping each other. So that's what if you see that out and about there, the Groomers Boardroom is just that. It is a different community inside this community that is just for business owners, and we are working together to bring that 5 and 10 year gap together, and how we are doing this for your future, for our future, and for future proofing the industry, because we can't do it alone. That was a lot. Here is your action step. Head over to the business section of the lounge, share one way you want to future-proof your business. It could be committing to an ongoing education, raising your prices, or simply deciding you're not doing things alone anymore. You're joining a community of people who are doing things together. Whatever it is, put it in writing, because once you declare it, you can start building on it. And that's how you start setting goals. You have made it through all 3 parts, and listen to me in this mini course. You've redefined your identity as a modern business owner. You have learned the core skills that matter most, and you have started to think about how to future-proof your career. And this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. Welcome to the Modern Grooming Movement. I cannot wait to see where you take this.